it's Noelle Toland, and you're listening to On the Fly with Stevie.
You are listening to On the Fly.
What's up, guys? It is Monday morning. I would say on the way to work, but maybe some of you guys are on the way to work this morning. But Memorial Day weekend. It is Memorial Day Monday. Happy Memorial Day to you people out there. And just remember the reason it's Memorial Day is a lot of sacrifices made for our freedom. And we salute all of those guys that didn't make it back. And we appreciate every one of you over there that are fighting for our freedom right now and to keep us safe. We love you and we appreciate you for putting your life on the line every day for us. So you guys that have been off this weekend, I envy you. I really envy you. You had a 4-day weekend. I was told somebody said, Thursday when they got off work, I'm starting my 4-day weekend. And I was like, I'm just starting my work. I mean, I worked all weekend. So this is my day off. I've got today and tomorrow. So maybe be back tomorrow for a Tuesday morning wake up call. But we're with you today. A lot going on since last week. You know, I said that last week we were going to do a playlist, and I will do another playlist tomorrow. We did our AC/DC playlist. It's on Spotify and Apple. If you want to, there's the Spotify playlist. I'll be scrolling through some stuff as we go. If you guys want to click on, there's the Spotify AC/DC playlist, and then there I've got the Apple as well. If you want to check that out. We got to do one with the letter B for tomorrow. So I've got my ideas. I've got an idea on one. So hopefully that'll work out. So what's been going on with you guys? I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Like I said, I'm gonna do some cooking out this afternoon. I did cook me and my daughter a steak on Saturday night, which was, if I don't say so myself, it was really good, and she liked it. So hopefully it was good enough for her, but I think she liked it. And we went out to eat last night. So today is kind of be taking it easy, doing some things around the house, maybe a few things here and there that I can work on, and then just chilling out. And we're going to probably cook steaks tonight too as well. First things first. We don't talk about, we've got three podcasts that we do, and one of them is actually a part of On the Fly. On the Fly is like I said, music, entertainment, pop culture. We do a lot of that on here, and then as a part of On the Fly that you can find on here is the Triple Threat main event, which is wrestling with me and Jack Pinocchio, the Hitman from Down Under. We haven't done one in a while. Our schedule is just a lot with the time difference, everything. We have to do it on certain nights, and we just haven't done it lately. We're gonna get that back on track. If you are on Facebook and you would like to join the Triple Threat main event Facebook group, there you go, right there. There's the link to it. I'll leave that up for a little while I'm talking about. We had 2 pay-per-views this weekend. On Saturday from Saudi Arabia, the King and Queen of the Ring, and that came on. It came on at 1 p.m. and I was at work. By the time I got off, I'm sure it was over. So they had the old, going back to the early '90s. Maybe I think they actually had one in the '80s, King of the Ring tournament that WWE used to, and they really need to make a bigger thing about this, and hopefully that will be the case now. But they had the King of the Ring started at 1 o'clock, so I have not watched this yet. I'm gonna just go through the results and what I've heard. So Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair took on Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, and this was on the Countdown show. A lot of talk about Cargill's going to be the next big thing. Who thinks that WrestleMania next year with this tag team they got that either Bianca turns on Jade or Jade turns on Bianca, and that's going to be a match at WrestleMania next year? I got a funny feeling that might be the case. Uh, Jade still got a ways to go, but they get the win. Uh, hold on one second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Work called, and I had to get that straight. So where were we? It sounds like we're getting a storm outside too. Um, so Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair get the win. Going up next, keeping with the women's thing, Becky Lynch defending her women's world championship against Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch loses. Looks like Dom had something to do with that. Let's see. Uh, Dom slides a chair in the ring for Becky, and then distracts the referee. Morgan landed a DDT on top of the chair and got rid of it and gets the pin over Becky. So I don't know what's going on there. Raw might be interesting tonight. Sami Zayn in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship versus Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Sami Zayn gets the win. I think they're going to keep the belt on Zayn for a while. Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyrie for the finals of Queen of the Ring tournament. And now the Queen of the Ring is going to get a shot at the championship. I think at Clash at the Castle, the next pay-per-view. And Nia Jax I think she just, from what I heard, destroyed. She won in easy fashion. Randy Orton versus Gunther in the finals of King of the Ring tournament. And Gunther gets the win. So he's going to get a title shot. Now, Drew McIntyre, they announced Drew McIntyre, who was out with the injury, has been cleared for competition. Will be challenging Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash at the Castle in Scotland. So that maybe they'll get the belt back on Drew. Maybe. I don't see that happening. Cody Rhodes defends the undisputed WWE Championship against Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes gets a win. And we'll talk. Me and Pinocchio will talk more about these matches, I'm sure, when we do our next podcast, Triple Threat Main Event podcast. So check the Facebook group out, Triple Threat Main Event. If you're on Facebook, check us out. We put a lot of content up there. AEW pay-per-view, and I'm not going to go through everything with the AEW pay-per-view. The biggest thing that came out of that is MJF makes his return and takes out Adam Cole and pretty much gets in the ring and says he's no more best friends, no more funny guy, no more all this. And he's just talking about he's going to be a butt kicker for the rest of his time. He's not taking anything from anybody. So also at this event, Gangrel makes his return to AEW. Oh, and MJF made this is what he said now. He gave Cole trust, but that's not happening again. He said Cole thought he took MJF out, but all he did was remind him who he was. And he's better than you, and you know it. MJF says he can say that because unlike Cole and everyone else in the ring, he doesn't need a New Japan or a Vince McMahon because no one made him. He made himself. There will be no more friendship or no more bull crap. But I think this is what AEW needs right now. They need MJF back because they are losing people losing ratings left and right, and it's not good. Let's get to a point. I mean, Tony Khan's got all that money, but the money is not going to last forever. You gotta make some money. Jericho gets the win over in his match. Who else? Gangrel comes out from under the ring in Edge's match and helps him get the win. That's pretty cool. They're going back to the old days. But yeah, AEW pay-per-view. I did not see that last night. But MJF coming back was the biggest thing. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right. Let's get into some music news. Did you guys see Metallica playing their concert the other night in the rain and thunderstorms? And when they broke into Master of Puppets, the lightning struck. And I'm going to put this up there. The lightning strikes during Master of Puppets. Oh man, it was so awesome. Seeing Hetfield singing in the rain, it was pretty cool. If you haven't seen those clips, they're all over social media right now. But Metallica opened up in Munich on May 24th, which was Friday night. Here's a set list. Start out with Whiplash, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Of Wolf a Man, The Memory Remains, Lux Eterna, Too Far Gone, Fade to Black, Shadows Follow, Nothing Else Matters, Harvester of Sorrow, Room of Mirrors, To Live is to Die, Hardwired, Fuel, Seek and Destroy, and then Master of Puppets. And like I said, when you see the clips with that Master of Puppets with the lightning striking, it's pretty cool. No Sandman in here. It's just, you would think maybe they'd have Sandman in here, but the like another band that I love to death says they only come to see the hits. Okay. But Metallica kicks off this summer tour, so can't wait to see more from Metallica. Another documentary that I've got to watch, guys. I've got to catch up on my documentaries because it's two good ones. I've got to finish the Bon Jovi one. We talked about that. Also, one coming on Disney. If you got Disney Plus, the Beach Boys. I don't know how many Beach Boys. My dad was a huge Beach Boys fan, and I love the Beach Boys. I grew up on it. I grew up on the Beach Boys and Elvis, and somehow Kiss got thrown in there from my own. But yeah, gotta watch this one, guys, and this will probably be an episode that I do with a review of that. It's two good ones out there right now. If you haven't watched the Bon Jovi one, I've watched the first one. Work has been so busy, I haven't been able to really catch up on my documentaries. I did see John Bon Jovi talking about him and Richie Sambora getting back together, and he said he's talked to him like twice over the last 11 years, so that's not going to happen. So, all right, I've heard over the years people talking about cringe songs from the 80s and 90s. The lyrics are kind of risque and would not go over today. One of them that comes to mind is Kiss's Christine 16, which, it's cringeworthy, but why has this song not been brought up? Bruce Springsteen's I'm on Fire from the Born in USA album. It reached top 10, top 20 in 8 different countries. Here's how it started off. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go away and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Can he do to you the things that I do? Oh, no, I can take you higher. Oh, I'm on fire. So I looked up the meanings of the song, and it says it's talking about a man that's talking to a girl about her husband. But doesn't it come out kind of cringy? I mean, I know people are looking too much into a lot of stuff, but if you see the video, you see he's a mechanic and he's talking about an upper class woman, married woman, but the lyrics, and I saw a comedian make this. He was like, why is this song not being talked about being so cringeworthy? But that's me. That's just me. When I heard him talking about it, and then I went back and looked at the lyrics, I said, yeah, you could interpret this the wrong way for sure. But yeah, Bruce Springsteen's I'm on Fire. Think about that, guys. So last week we talked about Skid Row and Sebastian Bach talking about, oh, I've got to clear up a misunderstanding. That's why we haven't got back together. Well, it did. It's that's not the only reason, Sebastian. The Dave Sabo said that this is the reunion will not happen. Um, this is a lot of bad blood and a lot of things said over the years that you probably don't come back from. I mean, once you get it out there and say it, you can't take it back. Uh, and I don't know all of what's going on over the years with them, but let's see. It's not going to happen, Sabo declared during an appearance on the Hook Rocks podcast. And I say the same thing every time. I'm thankful that people have such an interest and want to see that happen, but I also have to reiterate that this is about being happy in the situation you're in. He went on to explain the decision was unanimous among Skid Row's current members and rejected suggestion that bassist Rachel Bolan was holding up a potential reunion. The reason that this isn't happening is because there's three of us. Myself, Scotty Hill, and Rachel, who've had conversations about this, and we've all been on the same page that we don't want to go down that road again. We just don't. Rachel has taken a beating over this through the years. He's the one who's been blamed for this. Oh, it's Rachel's egos. It's this and that. No, that's a load of BS. That is not true. And I feel bad because he's really, really had to shoulder the blame and has never said anything derogatory or anything like that. But you know what? The truth of the matter is that Rachel, Scotty, and myself have continually felt the same way, that we enjoy being happy in this band. And we were really happy. So go check out the Hook Rocks podcast if you want to hear more of that about that episode. That's where this comes from. I'm not looking for a Skid Row reunion anytime soon. Sebastian Bach maybe looking, but Sebastian should just concentrate on his album. I've heard good things about it. I have not listened to it yet. That's on my list on the playlist. But concentrate on that. I mean, it sounds like it was a good thing. Go ahead, just take care of that. But anyway. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Van Halen. Let's talk a little bit about Van Halen. You guys remember, I don't know if you remember back, I think it was during the 1988, the Monsters of Rock tour. Van Halen was on playing in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, and Sammy Hagar's voice left him. And so Sammy Hagar was on stage, and I think this was early in the concert, and he said, I can't sing. And without talking to anybody else in the band, he said, but I'll make you this promise. We will come back and play in Texas for free. So the Van Halen brothers were not happy about that at all. That's money. It cost them a lot of money and almost broke the band up. It cost about $200,000 for them to come back and do a free show. And, they came back during I guess it was around the time of for unlawful carnal knowledge that they came back. And they did 11 songs, and most of it from that album. But yeah, that was not the thing to do. I wonder if that was kind of the start of the downfall of Van Hagar. And it's talking about it was a logistical nightmare for a band of Van Halen stature to stage a free concert for tens of thousands of fans, one that would no doubt cost them a ton of money. But a man's word means everything in Texas. So in 1991, Van Halen finally fulfilled their promise, blocking off the main street of the West End marketplace and playing a free 11-song show that drew heavily from the band's then current album for unlawful carnal knowledge. This is coming from ultimateclassicrock.com if you want to check it out. And Eddie, in the pictures up here, Eddie has he's got the long hair and he's got a full beard. I mean, he's scraggly beard. I don't remember seeing Eddie look like this. But yeah, anybody that was at that concert, I mean, anybody remembers that concert, I'm going to have to look up on YouTube and see if there's any footage left of that. Geez, guys, I'm going to have to cut this short, guys. You guys have a great day.